The story I'm about to tell you is 100% true. My name is Debbie Lee Callahan, and the truth I am about to speak will shock, hurt and anger many across the world, but it is the truth and it needs to be told. I am a single mum with two beautiful boys who as a family have been working hard to build an occult empire with the purpose of helping mankind. Many things have changed in the 6 years it's taken me to get this far, most of which no longer is important to my future storyline. I've had to let go of a lot of things, but of the things I found on my journey, much to my surprise, was God. He saved me from darkness with an ascension and put me in the position of gatekeeper, which makes it my moral obligation to protect the pure and innocent from false prophets and people taking advantage of spirituality in the name of God when they do not have permission to do so. I had originally planned to take money from a lawsuit I was filing on behalf of my sons and I, who since 2019 have been under a sustained cyber attack at the hands of Rocio Ray Nunez, my ex-husband and other people from my past who knew but did nothing to stop it. In fact, they helped her. I had tried repeatedly to inform the United States Air Force and even the FBI, but nothing was done. I have had all my apps and social media controlled by her and even had my PayPal hacked after a false claim was made against me that was untrue. It is abhorrent to me that so many people are standing by watching my children, especially my eldest, become a target for this abuse, and no one seems to care because they're my children. I recently found hidden messages made by well-known YouTube tarot readers I was studying about an attack that was about to take place on my ex-husband Chris Black's house after discovering he was connected to them all, and that they planned on sedating me so I couldn't defend myself, so I could be locked away and my children and empire stolen out from under me when my eldest son jumped in to protect us. I was accused of being suicidal when you can clearly see on the videos we recorded that night for evidence that I wasn't. I will not apologise for my son finding weapons to use in case we got attacked. He stepped up to protect his mother and little brother, unlike his father, who planned the attack along with his secret wife, Adelina Bond. What people need to know about this prolonged, abusive and continued attack on my sons, my reputation and my credibility is that many people had paid for extended readings for these women, not realising none of them were for them. They were taking from you, leading you all believe that they were for who they resonated with, when in actual fact they were talking in coded messages, setting up my attack and what would happen after I was removed, with the unveiling of the businesses they had stolen from me called Dragonfly. They were letting people think they were intuitively reading the cards when in fact they were telling you pre-thought out scripted stories to make it look like they had predicted the downfall of the Antichrist, as I was referred to by Sam Tarot, so they could claim a false miracle from God, but then God stepped in and put a stop to it, thus proving all their predictions wrong. As an occult scientist and gatekeeper, I take the responsibility of protecting the spiritual well-being of the lost and grieving very seriously, and cannot stand by and let people's faith and mental wellness get exploited at the hands of false prophets. My son was sent pornographic content, had his phone hacked, and all the evidence is on my social media, and no one has done anything to help us because my ex-husband was protecting these people instead of his own children. Rocio Ray Nunez used army facility equipment in Germany, where she is stationed with the United States Air Force, to control everything we did on our phones and divulge top secret information, putting President Trump and the American people at risk. My father was in the New Zealand Royal Engineers for over 32 years, and he taught me the importance of the role the military play for their leaders and their country, and Rocio Ray Nunez violated these codes of standards and ethics, and I have an obligation to protect America because I have been led to go there since I was a child in order to fulfill a prophecy to protect children there. I was originally planning to build a foster home for Indigenous children, unaccompanied border children, homeless and inner city children, until I was stopped in my tracks by this drama unfolding in front of you now. However, after talking to my sons while in here, we have decided to build them all over the world and take in as many kids as we can all at once. Countries where war, drug crimes, uprisings, poverty and consumerism are using children as slaves, cannon fodder, sex toys, and even for the purposes of child sacrifices. Countries like Africa, South America, Central America, Asia and the Middle East. As a mother and as a woman, I can't sit back and not do anything if I have the means to do something, as I would have wanted someone to do something for mine while I was going through all of this. I have been pushed to act because my freedom is now at stake, and I am a mum trying to free her children from domestic abuse so I can protect God's children from the same and worse. My faith in Him is new, but it is unwavering and resolute. While I understand my claims might sound far-fetched, they are 100% the truth, and I won't back down from speaking it. You all deserve to know the truth so you can direct your focus towards readers more in line with the protocols of having spiritual integrity and honour, for which there are many online. These people have convinced others that I am either insane or evil, when all I am is a mum trying to love the children of this world who don't have one. If that's evil, what is good? I will not back down. I will not lie to gain my freedom. I am like my father in that when it comes to the protection of citizens of any country my feet touch soil on, I stand with my pride and honour and with the protection of all that is good behind me. Nothing and no one is going to stop me from getting to my babies. Thank you.